Hello everyone, GenmaTheSamurai here. It is a new day. I slept in very late today. But either way, I'm going to be streaming another stream right now. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time, we were tasked... So, if you guys don't want spoilers, that's fine. You guys can feel free to leave. I understand. I was kind of feeling the same way about my friend when I was watching him play. I'll just say so far... For everyone who has been watching all of these, I'm really liking the game so far. Honestly, I think that this is probably the smartest Fire Emblem story I've seen out of the newer ones. I mean, Echoes, I guess I'll count Echoes. Echoes was pretty good too. But I think so far the story is pretty good. It's got a lot of mystery and intrigue. And I'm really enjoying that so far. I'm hoping the maps get better, and I think the one thing I don't like about the school aspect after sitting on it for a little bit is that we kind of meander in the school part a little too much. Like, we haven't gotten to actually play around with the combat all that much. And the maps so far haven't really been that hard either. Hopefully that changes, but either way, let's get into this. So I'm gonna start this one. And, yeah, so I'll go ahead and elaborate what happened last time. Or at least if someone comes in, I'll go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna do it for that. But you guys, if you guys are watching the video format, you know, you watched the last one.
Nice work, Teach. Still, that fight left a foul taste in my mouth. That aside, did you see how Catherine fought?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure also that my microphone's working, because no one commented on that. Okay, we're good. Okay, I was just making sure. Okay. Live. And I'm gonna also shoot out a message. Okay. Well, either way. Yep, let's get this going. So, yeah, I see how Catherine fought. Yeah, no, she was pretty good. I'll go with that.
Agreed. I thought the power of the hero's relics must be exaggerated, but I was clearly wrong. Makes you wonder about that legend.
What legend?
Oh, it's nothing. Just the usual fanciful nonsense. An ancient relic that once cut a mountain in half with a single swing. That's what they say, anyway. But as amazing as Thunderbrand is, I don't think it fits that description. Apparently, relics can harness tremendous power for those with a compatible crest. Though you can technically use one so long as you have any crest at all. Yeah, I don't know. Long story short...
Okay, that's different than genealogy.
Ooh, are you talking about relics? You'll be able to use one soon, Claude. I just know it. After all, you've already been selected as the next head of House Regan.
Easy there, Hilda. I don't know how apt soon is. My grandfather is still unbearably healthy. Oh, is this news to you, Teach? Yours truly was recently recognized as a legitimate child of House Regan. They possess one of the hero's relics too, though I've yet to see it.
Yeah, you haven't seen it yet?
I was raised by my father. House Regan is on my mother's side of the family. When I learned that my mother was the daughter of an Alliance noble, I was so surprised I thought the whole world was pulling a fast one on me for a week.
So that means your mother is Duke Regan's daughter, right? Where is she now?
I can't say. My mother is currently living in a different world than the one she grew up in and has no desire to return home.
Okay. You sure have a lot of secrets, don't you?
I'm just keeping a promise to my parents. Make of that whatever you will.
Okay.
In exchange for my so-called secrecy, I'm free to do as I please. Which is why I decided to see what the other side of my family was like. That's how I found out about this strange crest I bear.
Professor, Claude, it sounds like the troops will be withdrawing soon. We should return as well.
We won. We should be celebrating. Instead, we're heading back with heavy hearts.
Whoa there, what's the matter? You look as sad as a kitten without any yarn. If we hadn't done what we did, the rebel army would have followed this road all the way to the monastery. And they would have crushed all the little villages along the way. We stopped that from happening. You should be proud.
Sorry to intrude, but this incident may be more serious than anticipated. I found this on Lord Lenato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect, but the content is too disturbing to ignore.
Ooh.
We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
It's probably from that red dude. The Rainblood looking guy. Okay.
I'm glad to see that you have returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped.
I'm gonna check one more thing, guys. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Well, anyway. And also, well, this is related. Okay. I'm just making sure that everything's nice and promoted, that people can see this stuff. Okay. Yep, it looks like it all is. Just go. Oh. Yeah, it's my students that deserve the praise.
I am not so sure. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lenato's possession.
The thing that's like a giant, like, crimson red flag here, but I also kind of understand from the perspective of the people in this world is just the fact that she sent us on, like, a mission to be like, alright guys, you gotta subdue these guys, they're against the church. I'm like... so, that's the thing. But I really am wondering what, like, because it seems like there's one faction that seems bad, but then there's also this chick, which, like, is just also bad. In fact, actually, the whole last chapter reminded me quite a bit of, like, I think it was the first chapter of Marth's sequel, which was kind of interesting. Anyway, I'll shut up.
It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best. But a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
I could say that it would... Yeah. Won't that endanger
Even
them?
if they encounter an enemy whom they cannot best, they should be fine, so long as they have you on their side.
You have a lot of
The
confidence
rite
in
of
me,
rebirth is
man.
of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess. The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the Knights will be on high alert as well. But there aren't enough of them to keep watch on every corner of the monastery. It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students, but the gravity of this situation requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck, this will all be for naught. Still, be on your guard.
Fascinating. Alright. Let's go ahead and save over... Oh, I loaded this save. So I did redo that fight. And the main reason I did it was because I wanted to just see if there was any other way that could have played out at the end. But it didn't really seem like it. I misread a thing at the end. I guess they had one of those death spots right by the boss. So, okay. Let's go ahead and I'll save over this one. Wow, I used up all the save files already. Yeah, let's go ahead. White clouds.
White clouds.
The
Blue
way this
sea
guy...
moon. The goddess's rite of rebirth.
Well, okay.
As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the blue sea star returns to the sky once more. Believed to be the goddess's home, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth. On the grounds of Garreg Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seros is sure to be in attendance.
Well, okay, here we are at the big holy month. But yeah, this is all really interesting. I like the world building. And, oh. So I noticed, like, my friend was actually, like, kind of almost controlling the dude down there, it almost seemed like. Oh, I got 2,000. And it's Casper's birthday. Sure. There you go. You're not in my house, but... Hey.
Okay, so our task this moon is to patrol and guard the monastery in support of the knights, who are busy trying to stop an assassination plot. Here's the thing. I don't think the bad guys are really trying to assassinate the Archbishop.
What do you mean?
Come on, Teach. Don't you think that secret note Lord Lonato was carrying around was just a little too obvious? People don't just carry around secret notes. Someone wanted us to find it.
You really think the assassination plot is just a distraction?
Oh yeah, that makes complete sense. But then, what are they really after?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be so worried. Let's see. It probably involves somewhere that will be empty during the Rite of Rebirth, yeah?
Since the ceremony is at the Goddess Tower, it follows that everywhere else at the Academy will be severely understaffed.
Do you think they're after the church's donation money? I hear noble families tend to donate quite generously.
I'm not sure about that.
It's a treasure trove of delicious food. Makes me angry
Okay,
just
these are the
thinking about them
quirks.
getting their grubby hands on it.
I realize she
Let's
likes
look around.
money.
I'll
The other
keep an
person.
eye on the reception hall.
You should get in some training if you have the time, Hilda. There's a good chance we'll have to fight.
Well, I'm not the only one who needs to train here. It's not right to single me out like that.
A secret meeting, Professor?
Hello.
We haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seros, and that little go-getter there is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril.
Well, nice to meet you. Shamir's apprentice?
Yep, she's teaching me about the bow and the sword and all kinds of stuff.
Alright, well, you're going on the front
I've gotta
lines.
protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got
Oh,
to
dear.
learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
Okay. Well, either way, let's start this next day. So, here's going to be my battle plan for this, because this drags on so much. I am going to try and do, like, those little quests that they give me. Oh, you have allies who can take beginner exams. Sweet. Oh, and I got 5 beginner seals. I should not have bought all of those. Oh, dear. So yeah, I guess... Oh, let's do certifications for some of them. So Lorenz, he can do it. Oops. Oh, wow. Many of us can. Okay, I'm gonna do... Oh, I can too. Alright, so I'm GenmaTheSamurai, so I should be a Myrmidon. That's what I think. Yep. That seems good to me. Alright, here we go. Well, that was...
A new path to tread.
Change the current class. Yep. Okay, that was a little bit of a weird scene. I have noticed there's like little animations that I think are kind of weaker than some previous games. Like the death animation, when I have seen that, it's just like the guys just stand there. When like most games, it just knocks them back. Or at least the last few ones. Let's see. Will that one lead to... I'll go with that one. Yep. We'll go with the soldier for now. Alright. It's still really cool because this is kind of evolving on a concept established back in Fire Emblem Echoes a bit. Because in that game you had characters that were of the villager class, and you started with a whole bunch of them, and you could actually promote them to a number of different things. So it was pretty cool, and this one's just taking that and putting it on steroids. Alright, here we go. Use match for both offense and defense. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Alright. Way to go, Lysithea.
Perfect comprehension.
And boom. So the other thing is there's also going to be the other characters, though, who still need to catch up quite a bit. Oh my gosh, yeah, so she can become an armor knight. Frick yeah. Alright, so let's have Marianne class up. There we go. That seems good for you. Since you're one of our main healers anyway. Can she still use swords? That's the main thing I wonder. Well, either way. And it's kind of interesting that they don't like revert their level to 1 like a lot of promotions from the previous game. But I guess it makes sense. Okay, so you're going to be that. Awesome.
Ah, shucks. I guess I did it.
Boom. So now we just have to catch everyone else up to speed. Claude is getting there? Huh, none of those starting ones use bows. Well, we'll get you there. We'll get you there. Oh dear. Okay. Lead the way, and then Ignatz has to become one of those other ones, I guess. That's fascinating. Okay. Lead the way. Now let's go and explore, because it's the only thing we can do right now, I guess. Set the quest from my house leader. Alright. So come find me and I'll tell you more. Okay. Let's go to Claude. Anyway, I'm going to use fast travel a whole lot more to do this stuff. And I'm also going to try and, you know, spend time getting on the good side of some of our classmates.
We need information. Lots of it. Or any, at the least. For now, try going around the monastery and looking for suspicious locations. You should also try chatting folks up to see if they know anything. Once we've got things narrowed down, let's meet up and compare notes. Okay. So, let's see. View quests. Tell people, help them figure out the enemy's true aim. Sure. An owl feather.
I don't know who's to blame for all this commotion, but it's frankly a huge inconvenience. With everyone stuck on guard duty, our study and training time has been drastically reduced.
Oh god, can we not, like, grind our levels? We were needing that. Well, some things are more important than that.
I understand that, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a royal pain.
Sounds like me. Alright. Hello.
It seems there were forces opposing the church, beyond Lord Lonato.
I never thought such forces could exist in this world.
I mean...
I suppose that may be true.
Yeah, I mean, we only know a small part. We don't know what these people are wanting. Alright, well... So, okay, so I can see the points on the map of where I need to go. Owl feather. So what are the owl feathers used for? I know I just grabbed it. Let me see. Storehouse? Okay. Appreciated by everyone. Oh. Alright. So I also have... Oh, more sports. Freaking great. Who is it with? Is it Lawrence? Okay.
Hey, Lawrence, got a minute?
Certainly. I trust you're well?
Doing great. I found a load of old weapons, just got done hauling them out of storage.
Old weapons, you say? If there are any interesting swords in there, I would love to see them.
They might only be good for training, but with a little care, who knows? Here, have some oil.
And why exactly are you giving this to me?
Like I said, they need a little care. With a bit of maintenance, some of these will really shine.
Yes, I heard you. So why did you give me the oil?
It's for polishing, Lawrence. Don't tell me you've never polished a weapon before.
But that is hardly a task befitting someone of my station. If you had an exquisite blade, something of real historical significance to complement my noble heritage, that would be another...
Lorenz, come on,
In
dude.
that case, appraise while you polish, you're bound to find something good working through these.
This seems as fine an occasion as any to air my grievances. I am a highborn noble. As such, it is my sworn duty to protect the common folk. I have no time for trivialities. What's more, you seem to be under the misapprehension that you can order me about. Please think carefully about how you speak to me.
I'm not
wow,
ordering you
dude.
around, and I'm not talking to you as a noble either. I'm asking you to help me with this, as a friend.
I am your friend, but I am also a noble. Those two qualities are not mutually exclusive.
Oh, good. Let's get to it then, buddy.
Ah, man. Good old supports. Some people butting heads with each other. Oh, so you got one with Claude. This one ought to be good.
You. Just what are you up to?
Well, if it isn't Lawrence.
Yes, it is. Try not to sound so affronted. And you're just whimsically wandering the monastery grounds again, I suppose?
Oh, naturally. After all, I really do adore the Garrick Mock Monastery.
No, I think not.
Oh.
The impish look on your face does not suggest innocence.
Villain! Did you just host me?
Lawrence, control yourself. Let's not start throwing around baseless accusations. It's not proper. This monastery is packed with 1,000 years of history. Well, 5 years shy of 1,000 if we're going for accuracy. Those pillars, these walls, even the floor, they've all seen more than we can possibly imagine. Our distant ancestors may have walked these very halls. Doesn't that excite you?
Perhaps if this were a discussion about art, but I'm afraid walls and floors are not sufficiently interesting to hold my attention. Nor will they suffice to distract me from what is plainly suspicious about you. House Regan was on the brink of collapse until they suddenly revealed you as their legitimate heir. That was only a year ago. Where were you before then? Are you even a true heir to House Regan?
If I weren't truly of House Regan descent, how do you imagine I acquired my crest?
A crest is insufficient. I am referring to your noble disposition or lack thereof.
Wow, this guy.
Well, that's what I came here to hone, after all. I can only hope that you will assent to instruct me in the art of snobbery, Professor Lawrence.
I do not think you grasp the significance of the responsibility you bear. Do you even know what it means to lead the Leicester Alliance? I take no pleasure in saying this, but much of the chaos in our ranks right now is due to the failings of House Regan's leadership. I intend to set things right, and once I expose you for the fraud you are and reclaim my rightful place, that is precisely what I will do. To be blunt, it would have been better had you never shown your face here.
Yikes.
Sheesh, that guy. He just can't be reasoned with.
Dude, these are the kind of supports I missed with, like, Awakening and Fates, man. Wow. But yeah, Villain, welcome, and thank you for hosting. Yep, I am doing the Golden Deers, the Shiny Bambies. I don't know. I want to go with something different as my title. Either way, Claude, who do you got one with? Oh, Marianne. So many supports after this last fight.
Claude?
Oh, Marianne. Have the gods taken pity on my lost soul and revealed a sign to me?
What?
I've been researching the 10 elites of Photon, but I can't tell fact from fiction. Anyhow, what can I help you with?
Well, I found this pendant, and I think it's yours.
Ah, right you are. Yeah, honestly, I'd resigned myself to never seeing it again. It's a keepsake from my uncle, who's passed on. If I truly lost it, my grandfather would have had my head. Thanks for returning it to me, Marianne. You saved my tail.
Please, it was nothing. I should be...
No, I think that's enough researching for today. Why don't you join me for a nice chat?
I just came to deliver the pendant.
Sounds awfully lonely to only talk to those whom you have business with. Do you really dislike talking to people that much?
It's just... I never know what to say. I'm sorry.
It's still interesting having, like, actual cinematics for these supports, too. Like, honestly...
apologize? We'll figure it out as we go. Tell me, are you like this with your father, too?
Like, there's a lot of preset animations, but it's still, like, really cool. Like, there's a lot of, honest-to-God, like, great improvements in this game.
Within the Alliance, Margrave Edmund is prone to debate. With a father like that, I would have thought...
Margrave Edmund is my adoptive father.
Oh, is he? I didn't know. Where were you born?
That is none of your concern. I really must be going.
She's hiding something, that much is clear. But that just makes me all the more desperate to know her secrets.
Gosh, Claude. Yeah, no. Dude, honestly, I'm really liking this game. I've also calmed down, by the way, a bit from, like, yesterday, because I was kind of, like, frustrated with, you know, the lack of people coming in. But I also kind of understand, like, this is one of those games that everyone is playing right now. So, you know, they want to avoid spoilers. So again, I even said that at the start of this stream. It's like, I understand, guys. And I am going to keep streaming it regardless. Just probably not super frequently. I mean, I have some homework this week anyway, so I think like the earliest this next week I'll be able to stream it again would probably be like Thursday-ish. We'll see. But I am really, really liking this game so far. I know. Path of Radiance is a good game too, by the way. That one's my actual favorite.
Yes. Time for food. Hey, Ignatz! Is this seat taken?
Oh, hey, Raphael. I'm done eating, so you can sit here if you like.
Really? But there's still food on your plate.
It's fine. I'm not that hungry. Anyway, I guess I'll be heading off.
Oh. Okay. Hey, Ignatz! Want to train with me?
Oh my, that equipment's looking rusty. Let me fetch some oil.
What's the matter?
He does not want to interact with Raphael.
Come on. We'll take care of it later.
Nope, you have to do it as soon as you notice. There's oil in the warehouse. I'll be right back.
What the heck?
Hey, Ignatz.
Hello, Raphael.
Are you busy? I need to talk to you.
No, that's... Oh, almost forgot. It's time to return this book to the library.
Wow, Ignatz.
Hey. Hold up. Are you seriously gonna keep running away from me?
What? No, I'm not running.
Yes, you are. Every time I try to talk to you, you make up some excuse and run. What's going on? You were a lot friendlier to me when we were kids. You were always so excited to show me all the neat stuff you had whenever I came to visit. We'd play hide and seek with my little sis, draw pictures, and do other fun stuff too. Remember all that?
Things
Oh man,
can't be the way they were. It's regrettable, but it's the truth.
Regrettable?
What do you mean?
What's there to regret?
I mean, you know, what happened to your parents. My parents are the reason your parents died.
What are you talking about? My parents died in an accident while traveling for work.
Maybe so, but they were taking over for mine.
Okay.
Because they had other business that day and couldn't go themselves. So, they recommended yours to fill in for them.
Huh. I didn't know that. But what does that have to do with our friendship?
No, but see,
Oh, I see. But we're done talking about this. You gotta stop beating yourself up over it. It was an accident.
He's just putting on a brave face. No one is that forgiving.
I mean, Raphael's a big, lovable, dumb brute. I don't think he's... I think he actually is forgiving you, dude. I was like, you know. Then there's Hilda, and,
Right.
oh my gosh.
This goes here.
Hello, Raphael. What exactly are you doing with that piece of wood?
Hey, Hilda. I'm just doing this.
With your bare hands. Impressive that just the outer ring is left. It makes quite a nice circle.
Yeah. I just gotta polish it up and paint it. Then the base of the necklace will be ready.
Sorry, did you say necklace?
What?
How's it look? I bet it's the right size, too. And this tree bark smells amazing.
What the heck?
Now I just need to carve these boar tusks to hang from it.
Boar tusks?
I almost forgot. I was gonna add these wolf claws, too. And I could even add some color to them.
And wolf claws?
Huh? Is something wrong, Hilda?
That necklace. It has a certain, rustic charm?
You're right. It really does. Want me to make you one while I'm at it?
Oh no, I wouldn't want to trouble you. Besides, I think it would look better on you than on me.
It would definitely look good on me. But this one's actually a birthday present for my little sis.
For your sister? I mean, don't you think she might like something more feminine? Something cute?
Something cute? What's wrong with something tough and rugged? This necklace is gonna have tusks and claws and stuff.
But girls don't usually go for tusks and claws and stuff. There should be flowers or gems or... Here, I can talk you through it. If you're making a necklace for your sister, you might try putting a pretty little flower in a small crystal bottle and sealing it with resin.
If you say so. But where would I find a flower that was pretty enough?
Oh, honestly, I don't know much about flowers, but, now that I think about it, I remember hearing about a splendid flower that only blooms near Foglin's throat.
Foglin's throat? That's on the eastern edge of the Alliance. I'd have to leave now.
Oh my gosh. Girl, you shouldn't have made that comment. He's gonna actually do
That
that.
does seem like a bit of a stretch. Okay, let me think. Where'd he go? No matter.
Well, he has now left the party. He is not coming back. Dude, that actually would have been horrible if he had just gone now because of Hilda. Interesting. Man, there's just so much to do in this monastery, though. It has me kind of intimidated in a lot of ways. I think, again, my only complaint... What the heck? My only complaint is that I wish it didn't have so much downtime, because I really like the maps when I do play them. Confessional letter. Oh. Deeply repentant. But yeah, I mean, I wish there was like more combat going on, but for what it is, I think the character writing and like world building is like really, really good. I guess I'll talk to you. But
in town procuring some supplies for Flame. Nothing out of the
supplies.
ordinary. Do not trouble yourself. I have something to ask of you.
Hmm. Gotcha. Possibly, if this game blows up enough, I feel they might. Maybe not in like this batch of DLC, but like the next batch. It's hard to say. I mean, people will complain about it, but yeah. I also have a feeling, if it's not this Smash Bros, it'll probably be the next one. But the next Smash Bros, I think, honestly, is not even gonna be like a new Smash Bros game. I feel like at this point, it's probably gonna actually be a
Do you know what this
sequel.
is?
It
is the church's treasure.
it's gonna be Ultimate, but like we have new characters. Maybe some assists will become playable. Who knows? But it'll probably be mostly the same game. I don't know. I think they're probably gonna stick with this format for a while because there's so many characters. And it just caused a bunch of retcon problems, like that one single aspect of the plot alone, and it took away from like the human drama aspect, which is the thing that people actually wanted
On the day
to
of the rite, the
see more
monastery
of.
will be open to the public, including the Holy Mausoleum. The Holy Mausoleum is where the tomb of the divine Saros lies. There she slumbers, eternally. That's pretty much all that's in there. Just an ancient coffin. It's sealed with a powerful magic to protect against would-be grave robbers.
Okay, so that's sketch. Goddess's Rite of Rebirth Day. Oh, hello,
Have you
Eloise.
visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry. But as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity. Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this month, that kind of behavior is totally unthinkable. We have a lot more security, what with the Goddess's Rite of Rebirth coming up.
Yeah, I had heard about that. I mean, there's like things that I don't know if I'd agree with that on, at least as far as like executing it correctly, because this game is very how do I put it? Like the world setting is really similar, but the plot right now not so much. Which is fine, honestly. I mean, hey. At the very least, it's getting people familiar with some of these ideas and concepts, and should they remake the game, I mean, hey, people liked it here, you know?
Can you imagine the Archbishop being murdered? I prefer not to consider such a gruesome scenario. That easy to get on.
I don't want to be on your good side anyway, sir. Let's see. Hello, Hilda.
Hello! I'm in charge of managing all records for the Golden Deer House. Oh, but I don't have any information of note right now. Go ahead and continue your investigation, and put a little extra effort into it, please.
No classes on a festival day. I thought I'd get to spend all day relaxing in the company of some lovely ladies. But now this mess has happened. Hey, Professor. I know there's talk of an assassination attempt. But do you really think they'll do it on the day of the Rite of Rebirth? I feel like security would be looser some other time. Is there some reason why it has to happen on that day?
Which is why that
What's
is
up,
a
Professor?
trap.
You need something from me? Hey, I got a girl waiting.
Okay. Well, either way, let's get this going. So, where is the... Yeah, let's go there. Let's see what this quest is. Hello, Ferdinand.
Setting fire to the stables to distract everyone. To cause a commotion. It is the oldest trick in the book. But I cannot shake the thought that our enemies may attempt it. I will stand guard and watch over the stable. And the knight's horses. They are truly magnificent.
Okay.
Please, do me a favor.
So I have to find a T person. It was Path of Radiance. Path of Radiance is my favorite. Ike is probably like one of my favorite protagonists in the series, and it's a pretty simple and effective story. Like compared to this, it's a really simple story, but it works really well, and the game itself is really fun to play. There's certain mechanics from like console Fire Emblem that like I prefer to the Game Boy Advance ones, because like you'll hear a lot of people that really like the Game Boy Advance games, but I do think that Path of Radiance like has some of those extra mechanics without like being super punishing like its sequel. Alright, so I have to put someone in there. Alright, Raphael, you got this. Oh, he doesn't know how to use swords. Who the heck? Why do you know how to use swords so well? Okay. Sure, why not, Ignatz? Okay.
I get things done.
Ooh. Ooh, this is gonna be rough.
I get things done.
Alright, can I back out? Yep. Hey! My supply of activity points for... Oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay.
I'm glad I asked you.
Okay. Well, sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and enter... I do want to level you up. Or did that even level him up at all? I don't think it did. Yeah, Sacred Stones, I've actually only played it once. That was actually one I played a lot more recently, in comparison to some of the other games. And by recently, I mean like 2015 or something like that. It was pretty good. I think... I don't like it as much as some of the others, though. Some other people probably will be a little upset over that. It's a good game, but there's things I definitely prefer about some other ones. Are you the person I need to talk to? No, you're not. Okay, where... Ah, Lorenz.
Are we really just taking Claude's word for it? If so, I doubt anything will come of this. It is all probably just some sort of distasteful joke.
Man, Lorenz, you really don't like Claude.
Anyone would be foolish enough to barge in here and cause a disturbance.
It depends. So you could say that Sacred Stones is like the prototype for Awakening in a lot of ways, because traditionally Fire Emblem, the best way I could describe their setup in most of them is like you have a visual novel type scene where like characters talk for a bit, and then you have a map, and then you have another scene, and then like the next map, and it happens in a very linear structure. Like there isn't really like traditional grinding or exploration. A lot of them have arenas you can use to level up people, but it's really risky because it can kill you, and permadeath's a thing. So Sacred Stones, you could say, is the prototype for Awakening in that aspect, because they had a world map that you could explore, and it took that from Gaiden, which was remade into Echoes. So Sacred Stones and Echoes also have this weird relationship too. But in general, the other two ones on the Game Boy Advance are more traditional Fire Emblem. Again, same with Path of Radiance, except Path of Radiance had this bonus EXP system, so you had a base you could hang out in, and then you could actually spend experience points on other units to level them up. They balance that, though, because it only levels up 3 stats if they get a level up from that. as opposed to if you got lucky with a regular level up, you could get like 6. So it's different. But anyway, yeah, so the other Game Boy Advance games are a lot more linear than Sacred Stones, I would say. And I think I prefer them, but that's me. Okay, who?
Are we really just... If so, I find it...
Oh, gift tea set.
How kind of you.
Okay. There we go.
I'll have to repay you sometime.
Oh my gosh. It's possible to invite those outside your house too with a high enough support level. Oh dear. We have the My House feature. Fantastic. So where is he? Okay. Yeah, no. So probably open world. I'm just gonna call it that, but that's not really accurate at all. Open world Fire Emblem is probably what you're used to then. Because I say, yeah, there's like 2 kinds of Fire Emblem games, and this one's like... If you skipped this part of it, I think this game is probably closer to being a linear Fire Emblem game, just based off what I played. Which is kind of neat. It's just this part is really big. Let's see. So, who do I want to talk to next? Because I have one more activity point. I'm gonna throw... I want to recruit someone else at some point. I don't know. Let's see. Well, hello. Alright. Let's see. Head Chef Challenge. Ingrid and... Let's see. Who else should I take? I'm gonna go with... Oh, heck yeah. There we go. This is gonna be a weird conversation.
Oh, it's nothing. I was just remembering when famine struck Galatea territory.
I suppose it's rude to the cook if I don't eat.
Oh, they don't like it. Dang. Well, that's unfortunate. Hello.
What's the matter? You're running all over creation. Ah, you don't believe Lady Rhea is the real target, do you? Even so, the knights have their orders. We can't abandon our duty to guard Lady Rhea. The goddess's rite of rebirth is an important event for the Church of Seros. They say it's the day when the goddess will return to walk among us. Not too likely, if you ask me. Best if you keep that to yourself.
Okay, well, either way, let's go ahead and... Alright, I'm not done asking around. Oh, I'm glad I remembered that. So by that you mean you're referring to more like linear Fire Emblem or just like the school part?
That boy who assists the Archbishop. Cyril, I believe? I hear he's originally from a foreign land to the east called Almyra. I know he's still only a child, but I do wonder about his true intentions.
You know, it would be kind of neat if, like, I had a way to kind of just check the world map at some point and just kind of get a good look at, like, where things are placed.
You cannot find anywhere else. But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one. Sometimes Seteth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
Okay, well, let's head over here. I guess it's over that way. So you mean like the open Fire Emblem? Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of interesting, because all of it spun off of Gaiden, which was considered the black sheep of the series, and then the series has gone and mostly based everything off of it since then, which is weird.
Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one...
Okay, well, either way. Alright, well, either way, I guess it's time to go back to Claude. Still kind of funny. I'm the teacher, but I'm mostly... I mean, I guess it's not a bad idea of Claude's. So... either way. Hello, Claude. Talk to people, help out the enemy's true aim. Okay.
Something the church values above all else. And on the day of the rite, it'll be open to the public, making it easier than ever to get inside. That's gotta be it, right?
What did he say? Something the church values above. I mean, it's gotta be that one.
We don't know the enemy's intentions, not yet. But our best bet is that their target will be the Holy Mausoleum.
That's fascinating. But why that? That's the real question. Okay, well, either way, man. This is certainly interesting. I am very curious where the plot is gonna go from here. Yeah, let's go ahead and end our free time. And then I get to instruct some people manually. This is gonna be the fun part. Oh god dang it, not a lot of us actually can. Right, well, I'm going to increase your flying.
I'm getting it. I'm getting the hang.
Oh, so this also boosts support stuff. So she has a D+. Alright, fine. I'll go ahead and keep it up.
Nope.
You did good. And boop.
Nope. I've learned a...
And one more for flying.
I've learned...
Okay, so now, Hilda. I'll give you that.
Yeah!
So, let's see, armor-wise, keep that going. Man, look at you go, Hilda. Okay, and now it's Lorenz. So I really need to boost everyone's motivation on this next session of walking around talking to people. Okay, this guy probably wants a lot of this.
I've come to... This was...
And one more of that.
That was adequate. My efforts have borne fruit.
So now he has authority level 1. And that's everyone. Okay, so let's have group tasks. Yep. Let's begin.
Question, Professor.
Okay with me. I think she'd be the type that would be into... I guess out of this crowd, she's probably best. I don't know. I'll go with that.
You really think so?
Motivation increased.
Professor.
No. You're going to be a big, swole armor knight? Yeah. Sure. Let's go ahead.
Seems okay, but
For me, it's not as fun as the
dance to go along
actual,
with
like,
it.
combat.
There's someone who's slightly off. Oh well, that adds some color, I suppose.
Yeah, it's not as fun as the actual combat, but I mean, for what it is, it's like, it's kind of interesting.
Glory of progress.
I like the aspect of it where, you know, I'm training up the guys and, you know, getting to really customize what they become. It's kind of like the villagers from Echoes. Aggressive tea party. Okay. I still like that they used... Oh dear lord. Why is it with you? Okay. Alright. Well, ain't that fun. FBI, I am not doing what you think I'm doing here. I'm just gonna... Whatever.
I'm honored that you know about my favorite tea.
Yeah, I know about your favorite tea. FBI, please. What the heck?
You are an interesting person, Professor. That tea was very delicious.
Anyway. That just happened.
Let's do this.
Okay, let's do it.
We did good out there. Better than before.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, I've got this down.
Aha!
Okay.
I'm getting it.
Awesome. Well, there we go. Freaking Leonie over here with, like, that max motivation. I mean, honestly, she's rocking it. Okay, so we probably should battle because we just haven't done enough, and like I think we need to grind some more. I want to be able to actually promote some dudes, so that's what we're gonna do. Battle in the Empire. Oh, let's go ahead and go. Yeah, I haven't done that there. Let's go for it.